One young man, a life-changing diagnosis became an experience that opened doors for him and helped him get results.
After being on dialysis for years and finally receiving a kidney transplant, Chef Juvon realized there are others with kidney problems that want to enjoy life. And you know what? Enjoy their food.
Yes. So, of course, he set out to get results, and he joins us now live in our studio. Thank you so much for joining us, Chef.
Thanks for having me.
So give us a little background of your story and the transplant and how you even realized that you needed to be in dialysis.
I don't know if we have enough time, but it's a long story. I'm writing a book in the process. But it started years ago. I was in military school, and I couldn't join the military, long story short, because they said it was too much protein in my urine. And I was like, okay, a lot of protein builds tissue. And, I was like, okay, I'm doing good. But they said it was bad, that it was overspilling into my urine. They told me to go see a kidney specialist. And about 2 years later, I ended up with kidney failure. That's the long story short. Mm-hmm. I didn't know I had kidney failure. I thought I had the flu. I thought I was just really sick. Mm-hmm. In all actuality, I was really killing myself more because I was eating oatmeal, I was drinking cranberry juice, orange juice, trying to get rid of the cold, whatever was going on.
Yeah, thinking of being healthy.
Yeah, and I said, you know what, let me just go to the emergency room. And I went to the hospital and I got diagnosed with kidney failure.
And so you were on dialysis, you've since had kidney transplant. And in that process, there's so many dietary restrictions that really changed the course of your career. Tell us about that.
Well, of course, I started cooking years ago before it happened. No, actually, dialysis is what made me think, what am I going to do with my time? Yeah. I can't go to work. I can't sit at home and just watch soap operas because I was watching soap operas.
I do that sometimes. It's okay, don't be ashamed. Embrace it.
I was addicted too. So I thought of, God gave me the idea to start my own business, which is chefing. And I was scared to do it, but I did. I stepped out on faith and I did it. And while on dialysis, I had to think I had to change something. I had to change my diet and what I had to eat. And so I had to relearn my diet on the restrictions, and I had to relearn how to cook things in order to get more healthy. I believe that people don't belong on dialysis for the rest of their life. It's only a treatment. It's only a way of life. It's not life.
Right. And you mentioned cranberry juice and a couple of other things that don't sound like they would be bad for you. That's what you take when you're sick. Yeah. But it actually was hurting you. Yes. So what are some of the things that you had to avoid while you were on dialysis?
Food items that are high in potassium, dairy items. You think about it. If you go out to eat, you got to dissect your menu. Tomatoes and greens and dairy products, and not only that. Can you imagine living in Florida? Not me. I wasn't living in Florida. But can you imagine being restricted on fluid?
Yeah, that's something that seems almost counterintuitive. But now you're remaking recipes for these restrictions. And what types of reaction are you getting from people that you're helping with this? I imagine people have just got to be so happy. We're looking at some video. All this looks delicious. This does not look like a restricted diet we're looking at.
This is a very good diet that I came up with years ago. It was around Christmas time I got diagnosed. So I was like, when the dietitian told me I couldn't have collard greens, I'm like, what? No collard greens for Thanksgiving or Christmas?
That's crazy, John.
Right, crazy. See? Exactly. So I thought of being that strawberries is a binder for potassium. Of course, that's through research. You don't just pick that up. I said, well, people add sugar to their collard greens all the time. So I was like, let me caramelize my strawberries and just add it to the collard greens. And the dietitian said, yeah, it should work. It's a binder, so it will bind up the potassium. And look and behold, now I got one of my signature dishes.
That looks so good.
I'm impressed. I would never think to do that.
I definitely still wouldn't try and copy it. I'll just come and
great.
try your recipes.
You gotta try mine.
So how can we try your recipes?
I'm a traveling chef, so you can look me up on all social media with the same name, Chef Juvon. No confusing, no underscores, no numbers. It's just Chef Juvon. Right. Okay. You can Google me, and I have a website. You can follow me on all the social media. And I travel. I travel for as little as one person to over 200 people to cater for.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here with us, and we're so glad that transplant ended up helping you, so you can help so many more.
Medicine
free, which is very unique. A lot of people, they get a transplant and they get put all these medications, but God did something special for me, which is why I'm here. I'm medicine free for 5 years.
That is incredible to hear.
Yeah.
It's amazing what diet can do, the proper diet.
Yeah. True. And God.
And God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.